Hello guys, did you know a single High Court judge can free thousands of prisoners with only one writ? Today I am Sambhav Sharma and we are going to unlock the most powerful court's controversial judge transfers to how they control police. So let's begin. So today is our part 8 of Constitution of India from Article 214 to 237. So now introduction part. High courts are the highest authority in a state under the Indian Constitution. They protect fundamental rights, supervise lower courts, and ensure justice. Constitutional provisions Article 214 to 237 in Part 6 of Indian Constitution. Total High Court, there are 25 High Courts including common High Courts of two states also like Chandigarh. Now Article 240. What it tells? High Courts of states. Every state must have an High Court. Some have jurisdiction over multiple states. For an example, Bombay High Court for Maharashtra and Goa, and Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh High Court for Punjab and Haryana. Now, so this is the example that I told you. So now Article 215, High Court as Court of Records. What it tells, what are the provisions in it are, High Court judgments are permanent records and can be cited as legal precedents. Legal precedent means when a lawyer gave arguments according to these court's judgments. This is called. Power to punish for contempt means disobeying court's order or disrespecting judiciary. Landmark case, Prashant Bhushan case 2020. Supreme Court held him guilty for tweets criticizing for judiciary and he got fined for that also. Article 216, Constitution of High Courts. Each High Court consists of Chief Justice and other judges appointed by President, Chief Justice, and number decided by President of judges. Very less people got transferred from civil judge to an High Court judge, means from district judge to an High Court judge. Mainly judges of High Court, means justices of High Courts, are from law means advocacy backgrounds. They do 10 years plus practice and then got selected by the provision of Collegium system, that is. Now example, Allahabad High Court largest as 160 judges. Sikkim High Court has only 3 judges. One is Chief Justice and other 3 judges. Now Article 217, Appointment and Condition of Judges. What it tells, appointment process first. Appointed by President after consulting CJI plus Governor plus High Court Chief Justice. Current system, Collegium system that I told you, since NJAC was struck down in 2015. NJAC we talked about that in previous videos. National Judicial Appointment Commission. Now qualification. Qualification to become an High Court judge is 10 year plus practice as an advocate in High Court, judicial officer, district judge or advocate in High Court. Means by. Okay, what I told you. Now see, tenure and removal. 62 years age, last age to serve as a High Court judge. 65 for an Supreme Court judge. Okay. Now remove same as Supreme Court judge, impeachment under Article 124 Part 4. Example, Justice Sumitra Sen in 2011, first High Court judge impeached for financial misconduct. Now Article 218, impeachment of High Court judge, same process as Supreme Court judges talked before. Article 219, oath by judges, administered by governor before taking oath, and we talked about that also. Governor takes oath in front of High Court Chief Justice. Okay. Now Article 220, what it tells, restriction on practice after judgeship. Permanent judges cannot practice in lower courts, only in Supreme Court and other High Courts. For example, many retired High Court judges appear in Supreme Court cases. Article 221, salaries and allowances decided by Parliament charged on state consolidated funds cannot be reduced after appointment to ensure independence. Now Article 222. Let me tell you, judges having the highest salary in the district or in the country as we compare to government jobs, other government jobs. A civil judge, I think so, have a salary of 2 lakh per month. And not even an IAS have these much, that much. Now Article 222, transfer of judges. President can transfer judges after consulting CJI. Okay. Controversy sometimes seen as punishment transfers. For example, a judge do misconduct of his judgment to misuse of his powers. So then as a punishment they got transferred. Justice Muralidhar 2020 transfer from Delhi High Court to Punjab and Haryana High Court after ruling against Delhi police. Okay. Now Article 223, acting Chief Justice. If Chief Justice is absent, President appoints as an acting Chief Justice. Acting Chief Justice is who can become, it is senior most, one of the senior most judges, justices of Supreme Court can become. Oh, sorry, High Court can become. Article 224, additional and acting judges. Additional judges appointed for temporary workload, maximum 2 years. Acting judges appointed when permanent judges are on leave. Okay. Example, during COVID-19, many high courts got additional judges to clear pending cases. Now, Article 224A, retired judges can be recalled. If High Court faces shortage, retired judges can be reappointed temporarily. Article 225, jurisdiction of existing judges, existing high courts. Pre-constitutional powers unless changed by law. Okay. Article 226, power to issue writs. Means high courts also have power to issue writs, but it cannot reduce the power of Supreme Court. Can issue 5 times. That these are the writs that we talked in article fundamental rights. Okay. The Habeas Corpus, Mandamus, Prohibition, and Pretoria equivalent to all that. Now landmark case on this is ADM Jabalpur case 1976. During emergency, High Court's power to enforce fundamental rights was challenged. Chandra Kumar case 1997. Tribunal must be under High Court's writ jurisdiction. Okay. These are the judgments. Now 15. Article 227. Superintendence over subordinate courts. This is the hierarchy. Okay. Firstly, there are civil judges. Okay, I will tell you this after this. Administrative courts, High Court can supervise district and lower courts. For the High Court can transfer cases between lower courts to fairness. Article 2, transfer of cases involving constitutional questions. If a case involves a major constitutional issue, High Court can take it over. If a lower court is interpreting Article 21, right to life, incorrectly, High Court can withdraw the case. Okay. Now Article 229, officers and servants of High Courts. Appointed by Chief Justice, Governor's approval needed for key posts. Article 230 to 231, jurisdiction over Union Territories and Common High Courts. For example, Delhi High Court can jurisdiction over NCT Delhi, Bombay High Courts of Maharashtra and Goa, Dadar Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, and Chandigarh High Court over Punjab and Haryana. Now Chapter 6, subordinate courts. I didn't tell you about that, the hierarchy of judges. Firstly, there are Munsif magistrate, then it becomes ACJM, Additional Chief Judicial Magistrate, then it becomes CJM, Chief Judicial Magistrate, then it goes to ADJ, additional district judge, then it goes to district judge, then it goes to principal district judge, that we call session district judge. Then it, if 10 years in it, they become high court judges. Okay, this is the hierarchy of judges. So very less chances to become a high court judge if you are preparing for RJS or any other exam like this, that in which you will become civil judge. Now chapter 6, subordinate courts. Article 223, appointment of district judges. Appointed by governor after consulting high court. Qualification, 7 years as advocate. This is about the appointment of district judge. If you want to become civil judge, now rules were changed in this 2025 judgment of Supreme Court. 3 years practice. Okay, and before it you have to be a law graduate only. You can give the exam of any of the judicial services, you will become that civil judge, municipal magistrate. For example, judicial service exams are conducted for district judges appointments, that I told you. Article 234, recruitment of lower judiciary, that I told you in this. Example of this, RJS, Haryana Judicial Service, and many more. Article 235, control over subordinate courts. High Court supervises posting, promotion, discipline of lower judiciary. For example, if a district judge is corrupt, High Court can suspend or transfer them. Article 236, definitions. District judge includes session judges, additional district judges, and civil judges. Okay. Article 237, extension to magistrates. Governor can apply judicial service rules to magistrates. Bihar 2021 is an example. Applied judicial rules to executive magistrates. Executive magistrates are like SDM, ADM, that you call subdivisional magistrate, additional district magistrate, or DM, that collector of district. Now, so conclusion of this video is, high courts are guarding of fundamental rights. They ensure judicial independence and fair justice delivery. So this is all for today. What we learned in this, we learned about high court and subordinate courts. We learned the hierarchy of these, salary, allowances, qualifications, that how to become a high court judge, or how to become a district judge, or how to become a civil judge. This all, and oath by judges, and restriction on practice after judgeship, salary and allowances, that all we transfer, and how they control police and all. So this is all about today. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe button. Thank you so much.